Game 365 podcast. I'm in the building with my nigga Scoop Doe, my nigga T Hill. How you brothers doing, man?
Man, bro, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure to finally get this done, you feel me?
For sure, man.
Oh, man, we're alive and well, ready to get to it.
Yeah, man. It's good to, collab with my brothers, man. It's been a while, but, it's always organic and genuine. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Absolutely.
We kind of, switching up the discussion this time, you know what I'm saying? We take it into the streets, but we talking about something that a lot of black folks especially kind of really don't discuss, without being able to feel that, they're kind of being backed into the wall. Because when it comes to even if mental health by itself, even, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to this girl earlier at the bookstore and we were talking about, she's like, I love my therapist, but I was like, shit, a lot of black brothers, we ain't messing with no therapist. You see what I'm saying? And the topic today is called street PSD. PTSD. You know what I'm saying? Post-traumatic stress syndrome. So I wanted to go from, you to you or whoever starts first. What is your, understanding? Like, how did post-traumatic stress syndrome affect you guys? You know what I'm saying?
I'll jump it off.
Go ahead, bro.
Shit, product of the 80s, man.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Like, and if you know anything about that, like, coming from the 60s, the 70s to the 80s, it was a full-on assault on, like, the community we from. You feel me?
Yeah.
We all city babies. Yeah. Full-on assault. Full-on assault. So it's like things we was going through then that was oppressed upon us that we didn't figure out till later, and everything behind it, which we might lead to that what you call that street PTSD. You feel me?
Yeah. Definitely believe that to be true.
Absolutely. I think too that we experience a lot of traumas from not just our experiences, but from our environment, the people we be around, your friends, families, people you start, you care for. So, it affects us in that way as well.
Yeah.
From the back end.
Yeah.
Secondary trauma.
And then, the post-traumatic stress syndrome that our families and grandfathers and grandmothers go through, which gets passed on to their children, and us, depending on the generation, it creates a lot of dysfunctional families in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't really know how to deal with it. It just become callous to it. It just become normal. I'm used to my auntie and my uncle fighting in the house, or I'm used to grandma, whatever, with grandpa, or somebody smoking crack in the bathroom, or somebody getting shot running in the house and hiding, the police surrounding the house at 9 years old.
Come on now.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done went through all that crazy shit.
Normalized.
You feel what I'm saying?
Normalized.
So, let's add another element to it, and then we're gonna walk that down the way as the conversation goes. Prison PTSD as well. Going from the streets to the joint and back to the streets. That's a whole nother mental health. That's a whole nother culture shock.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother layer, because it's an onion.
Former trauma.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So what is you guys' opinion on how all of us having to do a bid, and coming back home, looking good, feeling good, handling our business, not strung out, not on BS, really, having children, you know what I'm saying? And I congratulate you brothers, man. And definitely, man, for being black fathers, you know what I'm saying? How is that affecting, the psyche of the black man? You know what I'm saying?
Another challenge to navigate. Man. Just putting barriers in place, having records. Then just the mental aspect of it, just, a lot of times you be thinking more than what it is. You be, you feel like you got felony written on your forehead or something. But it plays into why some people don't do the things they should be doing or could be doing, because you be shell shocked thinking that you can't based on how it's been. When shit be changing and cats can evolve and get on, but those barriers that it be the stuff you've already been through would be holding you up, holding you back.
And to add on to what bro's saying, bro, I feel like it cut both ways, bro. The same trauma a cat faced that he had to just endure and build them calluses.
Yeah.
That was the fortification. That was the protection when the cat. When the cat went to the beaner, we didn't get out different people. You know what I'm saying?
Real
I see
tough.
you the same person, bro. As far as like your drive, your passion, the things you care about.
Niggas ain't
Your
pill
hustle,
line or nothing.
Exactly. But that's still a form of trauma, though. It's still a form of trauma. That's what I'm saying. That it cut both ways, bro.
That's crazy too.
And the same thing that'll kill you can make you stronger type shit.
Man, talk to me.
I mean, because it's a form of trade and they condition it. It's like a Navy SEAL where they trade and they train way harder than the actual battle. So when you get to the battle, then it's muscle memory. So I think that that depending on the level of mental fortitude you got, definitely that trauma is an experience that you're gonna be able to pull from and benefit from it, where you be able to be, I done been through this, so that ain't nothing. Where you can compare it, but it takes a different level of mental steadfastness that the traumas inhibit. You know what I'm saying? Where it damage you, where you can't get to that level of thought. Because you ain't unpacked that and treated that. So it's a lot to go into it.
You think that post-traumatic stress syndrome from a street perspective kind of doubles down on the psyche and the psychological, prowess of a young black man and of the older black, folks and generations, what I'm saying, that are here, because you got to look at how relationships are now based upon the communities and how it's, everybody say, oh man, them niggas went to jail and they wasn't here for us. That's why the young don't listen to the old. That's why the older don't respect the young. It's an excuse, but there's truth within that excuse because we do see it. There's no respect nowhere. Cats, you guys don't listen, so I don't want to talk to you. I'm not going to take the time to even get at you because you running around. I'm going off of your actions, or you guys is burnt out, smoked out. What am I going to listen to you for? I got more money than you. Right. That's how it became where the youngsters don't listen to the old cats because they thought because they could buy a pistol, get a car like you, and hit a bank lick, I don't got to listen to the older homies no more.
It's definitely always been some generational shit inside our community.
Whether
it was street, whether it was just, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It's always a generational thing. The generational differences and the norms change. The culture change. It evolves. It don't necessarily change. It evolves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it get better. Sometimes it get worse. Because we see things now that are more socially acceptable than 25 years ago. We'll be like, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's forever present. You know?
Real talk.
Yeah, that's a real.
How you think the relationships between the men and the women in the community based upon PTSD? You think that shit affects, relationships and shit? And I'm talking about with women, I'm talking about whether it's with your sister, whether it's with your woman, whether it's with your mama, whether it's with the women that you just walk down the street, go to the store, school, work, interact with, because, you always have a perspective, you always have a mindset towards, the other race. I mean, not the other race, but the other gender. You think that, a lot of just things that a lot of people went through as a effect or a cause.
I think a lot of people, men and women, is suffering or just operating out of their previous experiences. Especially if they was traumatic. So anything that resembles it, cats put their guards up. But that's the first thing, a lot of women be telling you about is what they done been through and why they are the way they are. And why that's a reason to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And then
facts.
Men, flip side, it cut both ways. It'd be a excuse or a justification on why I am some form of, dysfunction. It don't be like it be for the good in relationship wise. Anytime somebody bringing up some shit for their past, it's bad. It ain't like, oh, my last dude put me on and this is the game. You can use it. Ain't never that. It's always, so.
Oh, it's talking about the sour parts.
So it's the traumatic, because the traumatic experiences is what they hold on to, what they felt the most. So, hell yeah, that shit affects relationships.
Is that a form of manipulation, though?
I mean, yeah,
because it's the victim mentality. Is it the victim mentality though?
Yeah, and it's in that victim mentality, they weaponize their feelings. So
it definitely can be used.
That's exactly what it is. And when your person weaponize their feelings and starts crying and make you feel bad about something you did or said or how they perceived you, absolutely it's a form of manipulation because I want you to feel how I'm feeling. So I'm gonna do whatever, cry, etc., to make you do that. So it's manipulation, but when it's based off of previous trauma that I don't got nothing to do with, that's where it's an error, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it go kind of how you started with too. That shit ain't never been like diagnosed and healed. So therefore it's like it's being used in a way as a weapon because you ain't even been able to heal from what you went through. You know, men go through certain things and women go through certain things particular to them. You know what I'm saying? It's present in our community before us, it's gonna be here after us. But it's like I look at it like somebody trying to
unconsciously doing it, but that don't make it okay. I think I think that even makes it worse. When a motherfucker be like, "Oh, I didn't realize I was doing that." I think that's even worse because you doing shit you don't even realize the impact of your actions
unconsciously.
So, absolutely. So
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of we suffer from forms of PTSD in a lot of ways. And it just when you acknowledge it, then it's kind of what type of processes do you put in place to circumvent that? Because really, what it is, what people have the issue with is the behavior. It's not really you feeling that way. Because if you kept it to yourself, would nobody know? It's when you exhibit it, speak it out, then that's when
how's that look? Yeah, how's that
now
look?
You're weaponizing it. Because I'm getting aggressive, or I'm crying, and I'm trying to alter feelings. I'm trying to get people to sympathize with my plight, whether it's true or not. Whether he did that or she did that or not. It's how I'm feeling now. I'm gonna get everybody on board with that. So that's where those forms of PTSD comes in real time, that you be dealing with it on the ground level.
And a lot of folks use that as the ace up their sleeve. And
that's the only. It's not the ace up their sleeve. That's the only card they got.
Like the big joker.
It's not even the ace.
Is that the big joker?
It ain't the big joker. That shit don't work. For some cats it work on, but you know what I'm saying? It's just that's the only hand they got, so they'll bluff it. And it's like, I'm all in. And it's like, man, I call that bullshit. But some cats don't. Because it's something born every day. And one thing about it, I think that's what fucked the game up. Is a sucker's PTSD.
Man. For real.
It got them operating outside the norm. He's coming outside the line. And then all it takes is a few cats to do that. Now these, people think that that's the program. Same way like we was talking about how there's certain things that's good in this generation, are not good but cool in this generation that's contrary to how we grew up, based on you got some goofy cats that do it, they all copy it, everybody make it look cool, but it's like, nah, that's telling, bro. Say my name on that podcast.
Or whatever.
Open,
Facts.
But a cat be thinking, he got up there, spoke on some real shit that gives him validity, and it be clout chasing. But it's like, come on, you can't do that. Don't
water down. You done caused a tsunami. Man. Let's speak to Seattle though, man. How has the Seattle streets kind of, created, the men you guys are today, with having a sense of, perspective, knowingness, experience, whether personally or with family or associates, having that dealing with PTSD, because, that's what we're talking about, but we want to talk about the streets specifically where we from in Seattle. How did that kind of did it blemish your perspective on, a lot of things? Did it taint your vision? Because sometimes, we overlook things, bro, that we know, but it's like, damn, I'm used to this. It's like, I'll use an example. If I grew up in a house and I know that, I'll say my older brother is beating up his girlfriend in a room, and I know that either whether I can step in or not, this is not an issue, or it is an issue, but I just choose to turn a blind eye to it because I'm used to it. That can affect us as men going forward in our life.
Most definitely.
It doesn't matter if we commit DV going forward. It doesn't matter. It just matters what we accept and what we don't accept for people in our life.
I mean, I feel like it's all because we received a lot of messages coming up. We received a lot of messages, bro.
Exactly. That's where I'm going with that. Yeah.
Could have been family members getting high, so we knew not to get high.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could have been some DV situations,
Yeah.
and that's either knew like not to do that, or like that's cool, or that's acceptable type stuff.
Yeah.
So I think as you're developing from boys, the young men, the men, and so on and so forth, it's like you know what you need to be doing personally for yourself, me for my family, for my community. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the messages, the positive message and the negative message was there at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes when you're in a clearer state of mind, then you could be like, oh no, that was the wrong twist.
Yeah.
They was giving me the real game over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just being more like aware. It's like a level of awareness you grow into as you get older.
Yeah.
Man, you see from, like I said, you see from a lot of people's experiences, and then, or just from your family, you kind of think that that's all it is.
Yeah.
Because that's what your immediate circle's dealing with. But when you start seeing people with similar experiences, almost like parallel, then it's kind of like you said, it's normalized.
Yeah.
So then it's on the individual to come out of it. Because we got people that's from the same soil that one go college, one be a stripper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So it'd be like it's just individual. You know what I'm saying? It's the individual you see, and then for me growing up, like my mom's brother died when she was like a kid and drowned. So she dealt with that from a kid. So you see a person that be and as a kid, we ain't never even met him because that happened when she was a kid. But you see, she's still dealing with that shit in real time.
Yeah.
About her brother not coming back. So now to us, hey, don't go nowhere without your brother.
Yep.
If something happened to him, it better happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you get raised in a certain way based on somebody else's
experience.
trauma.
Experience.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
So then,
that's
you
real
be
shit
able
right there, bro.
You be able to sympathize and when you see somebody else going through shit, and somebody might be tripping, man, you know what they're going through. As opposed to somebody just from the outside, just naive to it, don't know. Oh my God, how could they be? Woo. So
I think as well, bro. Like what he pointed to earlier, it could be a group of cats who start doing something that's contrary. You know what I'm saying, to the normal mode of way we live. And also on the flip side, be a group of cats like we seek each other out, man, because we done came into a better level of understanding about a lot of things, and we share within ourselves. You know what I'm saying, to bring everybody up to speed. You know,
facts.
Most definitely, because I'm gonna learn from his experiences.
Your experiences. Real talk.
Y'all gonna learn
Real
from
talk.
my experiences. You know,
What about so by you saying that transition to the exact question I was about to ask: relationships with friends and comrades and homies, because when you guys share trauma bonds, whether you know it or not, then we get to okay and shit that we normally wouldn't okay, because we pull from some of the same resources or some of the same experiences, etc., etc. So it's
real.
like, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's one of the biggest things we're dealing with in the culture now, like with the younger generation is. Like when I was growing up, I didn't have a whole lot of friends that was missing based on the hands of somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have a whole lot of cats that had RIP tattoos. Where them guys, it's in a culture of drill music, all this stuff, to where a bunch of them done been murdered, or killed, whatever. You know? So now I think that they hold on to it the wrong way. So now they're all hyper vigilant. Now they're way more aggressive than we was, because they got these deaths to pull from. To where it's, oh man, what was there when nobody got off? It ain't gonna go down like that again. So now these guys is just super turned when it for no reason now.
Overly aggressive now.
And then then it's just all like feeding on each other's energy at that point. Because they pulling from them traumas the wrong way, as opposed to what he stand for, what would he want you guys pushing, so on and so forth. A cat B is super aggressive behind it.
You think that a form of trauma allows people to just lose themselves, lose who they are?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people are deeply affected by experiences, things they went through, things they can't control, but then they don't know how to overcome it, bro. They just allow that to dig them a deeper hole. You know what I'm saying?
Have a mental break, bro.
A
mental break and never come back.
Everybody got a breaking point.
Have a mental break. We've been through so much, you know. And that happens. We done seen it. You know, we done seen it. Sometimes it's
And it's you see when cracks crash out.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's a
is.
mental break, bro.
Yeah.
This
basically.
cat crashed smooth out.
Yeah.
It ain't no better.
Yeah,
You
facts.
down, I'll tap out.
Mm-hmm.
You
Just
know?
like me being there, when you be in the Bing, you see the cat be like, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Done with this compound.
Yeah, he's good. We're trying to go to Monroe.
I'm on tour, but you already know what it is to be too off guard. So it'd be the same way. It'd be cold.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Are is there a positive side to PTSD?
No. I don't, because PTSD, post-traumatic stress, or
stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing positive about a disorder.
Yeah.
I mean, there can be some positives from stress.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's nothing positive about a disorder. So disorder means you're just out of order.
Yeah, for sure.
So I believe you should identify whatever the hell it is, and then put some type of processes, protocol in place that's gonna circumvent that. Like,
and the crazy part, bro, I was gonna say that there is, right? But from your explanation, the way you broke it down, it's something that we do. We try to make positive out of something that's negative. You know what I'm saying? Well, just leave it where it's at, man. It's some negative shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it's kind of like misused as well when people say. But a lot of times it's used out of context. But when somebody say he's suffering from PTSD, that's not like it may not be, you know what I'm saying, specifying exactly what it is. It's kind of like generalizing it.
Right.
So it's like, hey, he's suffering from something.
Yeah.
That's previous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a disorder why he's doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Is there anything positive about it? No. The positive is if you can give him some type of treatment and assistance, or you can identify it. Because a lot of times people won't tell you. Just imagine if it's some sexual shit and the cat don't want to speak on it.
Yeah.
But he's just lashing out, or he won't bathe because he don't want motherfuckers to do nothing to him. You think this motherfucker just don't want to wash his body or something? Like,
that shit happened
he
way
keep
back.
him up
It could be something for
he
some
might have
shit.
lived in a homeless shelter when he was a kid and something happened to him. Now he's like, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit you will see a motherfucker going through. But if you don't got to, if you don't seek to understand and try to identify it, then you ain't gonna help him. You just gonna classify it as something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's tripping. He's mental health.
And
like,
it takes
mental health. That means a lot of things.
Right. So, do you feel that, you know what I'm saying, being in this state that you are of consciousness, you know, are you able to pinpoint things within your circle, your people, your family, your workplace that are abnormal, that you can kind of observe, whether you deal with it or not, whether you point it out, it gives you a discernment, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like, you know, because in this day and age, bro, it's being super aware, you know, being on point, being able to identify certain behaviors and certain things going on around you, bro, is saving niggas' lives.
Bro, I feel like we developed that on the inside, bro. Yeah.
For sure.
When you see that chain coming through.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's one of the guys, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to read a cat fast.
Yeah.
For your well-being, for your guys' well-being.
I think it's before jail. Like, when we was young, I don't know about these guys in 20s and shit. We was in the streets doing grown men stuff at 14, 15 bars, just selling drugs. It's 2 in the morning and you got to assess a cat walking up.
Real talk.
I think that we learned that way before we went.
Body language, everything.
I trying to rob you.
I think that made the penitentiary easy.
To
where you had to, most square, you learn all the homies by they walk. It might be foggy, y'all need, that's bro. You know what I'm saying? No matter what type of coat he got on. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna know how he mob. You already gonna be able to see what's going on.
A cat's delivery, his approach, how you know when the cat come with that good. What time is it and all? You got a light, all that goofy shit. Right. So I think that we learned that.
So it's been developed.
Absolutely. Based on
from the trauma. From the trauma though, because you shooting at 14.
And it's the homie get violated. Something happened over here. It's I wish a nigga would. Like you see some shit and be like, that ain't happening to me. You'll learn from that trauma. That's a traumatic experience. If you see somebody get flipped based on this cat asked him for a light and he didn't give him a light, then next time anybody asks you for a light, you're like, hold up with that goofy shit, man. Go on with that shit.
Right here,
you know what I'm saying?
So we learned early. Let me see your CD player. What you listening to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to move you.
Yeah. Oh, that might
Get
be.
you.
That's a Huffy. Let me see.
What size are
You know
those?
I do a Willie.
Yeah. The streets of Seattle, man, versus the United States, man. How, and what I mean versus, not obviously no court shit, but I mean, we're in the corner, man. We're in the Northwest, man. I think we got some of the sharpest, some of the brightest, some of the quickest, some of the fastest. Even I'll say, even though it might not be, popular to say, even though some of the dangerous. We got hustlers,
Some of the best.
Some of the best, man, that, God has, planted on this green earth, And I'm saying that to say, there's a pride that comes with being from Seattle, too. You feel what I'm saying? Like I go a lot of places, bro. I travel a lot, and, when a cat get the peeping the vibe, they get the, where's this cat from? Or where are you from? Or motherfuckers will just ask you. And I'm, nigga, before I can even get the word Seattle so fast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of that to me comes from PTSD standpoint too, of growing up in how we wasn't recognized when we was young, bro. Motherfuckers was acting like Seattle was to be stepped on.
Yeah.
But I think our generation, as we grew, we put shit on the map in a lot of ways, bro, and we created a lot of things because you got to understand, a lot of cats before us, they were planted and rooted here for so long, but the word didn't get out to the world about, this needle. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you. And it get heavy just from some of the older guys who was the older guys when we were younger guys, bro, they here for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there was a lot of foreign influences.
Yeah.
In so many words,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Coming to this area. I don't care where it was from.
Yeah.
Down south, Midwest.
Yeah, because all our families from the South. I mean, shit, I got family from Alabama, Atlanta, Louisiana, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
And it builds that pride, though.
Yeah.
It builds that pride, man.
Yeah,
It builds
yeah.
that pride. You know what I'm saying? When you got examples on how to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right or wrong. Right or wrong.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah.
bitter with the sweet.
Yeah, you got
know
to.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
From sports to the streets.
Yeah, from sports to the streets.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
The highest levels.
Real talk.
You can't deny that.
What are some of the things you guys think that, is missing from the conversation that needs to be highlighted? Because there's always a different perspective. There's always a different way to ask a question, to create dialogue. You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of this shit, you know what I'm saying, be what our experiences is. Like I said, again, our perspective, what we've been through, what we go through, or what we've seen or observed. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm looking at this generation, bro, and I'm like, they got a gap. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers did time, bro. A lot of cats is finally coming home.
Yeah.
Got, took out the game, however it happened. Whether they self-sabotage, whether it happened in the streets. So there's cats that, whether we know them or not, we're coming across cats we grew up with, sons and daughters, and it was like, they might be from Kent, Federal Way, or whoop-de-whoop, but it's like, when you get to see somebody, you're like, nigga, that's your mom, or that's your dad, or whoop-whoop, and it'd be crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know. It don't happen. The line of work up here, bro, it's like, literally, people we know, kids, you feel me?
Yeah, and it's
I
crazy.
think what's missing from the conversation, bro, to answer your question, bro, is just the totality of the story. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot get focused on the front end.
Yeah.
But if you look at the back end, it's like, goddamn, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. And right in line with that, it's like kind of like, I think what's missing is that you got to know yourself, kind of. You got to kind of do your, like you said, you got to do the research.
Yeah.
And why you are the way you are, and then being honest. Kind of being honest with yourself, what you're good at, what you ain't good at, what you want to do, if you're capable of doing that. And then, because the trauma shouldn't have, I think it should benefit you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only way that can happen is if you know yourself, unpack it, treat it, and that's work that you got to do. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So, like, you can frown upon therapy or whatever you want to call it. It's like whatever it's like you got to do it. Whether you go see a therapist or not. So, I think that's what's missing. That's where kind of cats got to go back to the roots of everything. Just know thyself. So then about nobody else.
For sure. I believe that to be true too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people wish there was a different ending to every movie they watch. You know, oh man, that should have happened. Or this should have happened. Or, damn, if that nigga would have went in the store and not posted out there waiting for his homie to come out, he wouldn't have got smoked. Or, you know what I'm saying? So, I just, you know, want to create dialogue, you know what I'm saying, with this topic because it's important, bro. Especially, you know, our lifestyle, how we grew up, how we came up, what we went through, and now we're back on the other end, back home. You know what I'm saying? Thriving, surviving, living, doing good. You know,
that needs to be a part of the story.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You see what I'm saying? Real talk.
The bounce back.
Real talk.
You know?
These cats are seeing you can't. There ain't no reason to tap out.
Yeah. Motivation, man. You know, and you know, it's inspiration to those who, you know, are not looking to, you know, subscribe to bitterness, because a lot of people despise. Some people be thinking that you're just supposed to be on your ass, bro.
Absolutely, because that's kind of the design. That's kind of the design.
Yeah.
So when you defy the odds, that's what makes it extraordinary.
Yeah.
So that should be the norm.
Yeah.
You know, because the design is the norm right now. Yeah, they got that system, throw you in it, chew you up. Just think if we would have just laid down. Cats would have been today, 50 years old.
Yeah.
Of course, you would have been getting out mad.
Yeah.
Pissed off, everybody gone.
Nothing
you know what I'm saying?
on.
So it's a different, you know what I'm saying, trauma you dealing with. But cat just gotta know, like, man, you can still get it on.
Yeah, for sure that.
No matter what happened to you, people be in worse situations.
Yeah.
So,
And there's people that been doing time the whole time they've been on the streets.
yeah.
Because it's a mindset too.
Self-imposed incarceration.
You know cats, like we all know cats that was in the same position before we went in, and when we got out, it ain't look like they ain't did nothing but probably got some different clothes.
Locked into the mindsets.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for, you know, sitting down with me, man, on this episode of Street PTSD.
Come on, man.
You know, shout out Scoop Doe, shout out T Hill, man. You know.
Game 365 live.
I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah, Game 365. We out, man.